everyone, welcome back to another episode of Three Slips and Silly Points. We've got Raj at second slip. Hey Raj.
Hello,
And,
hello. Just catching some catches.
and Randeep at third slip.
One-hander.
Third slip now, Randeep, not at gully. Get closer, get closer. And I'm Chai. Hope you all know all of us by now. All right, let's get into the juicy bits of this episode. And we'll kick it off with what is or was a great test match until the fourth innings between England and West Indies.
Yeah.
Has been a while where we've had 400 plus scores in 3 innings of a game.
Yeah. And especially a touring team going to England
Correct.
and showing them how it's done. I mean, until
And it was-
England showed them how it's done.
Well,
It's baseball from both sides, right?
yeah.
It was both sides. West Indies like, we can hit it around too. And they did. They played very well. Till, yeah.
Their baseball is actually happening in combinations now. So if you look, Ben Stokes and Joe Root, they usually play pretty classical test innings. And then they've got Harry Brook around them and maybe like Ben Duckett, who's just going berserk at the top. But I think their opening combination is usually where it's at, where the baseball usually happens, because they both bat around 80 strike rate. Well, no, Ben Duckett goes at 120.
Yeah,
That's a
120,
different
that's what I was about to say.
That's a good mix of basketball and traditional test, right? I mean, I so love to see Joe Root plays, good old classic test innings. During the peak of basketball era, I so hated him, playing reverse sweeps and God knows slogs and all the random stuff just because to keep up with the momentum.
Yeah.
Like after the India series, they seem to have struck a balance of we're going to hold on to one innings or one end with a classic test while the other end is just going to continue berserk.
And that was visible in talking about Root. That was visible in second innings, right? You made 122 of 178, and
Harry
he didn't do any, like, it was very classical shots, very beautiful cover drives, straight drives, but he did this. He tried doing a behind the keeper sweep only after he made 100, and he was, I think they were 8 down or something, and he's like, I've just got a bowler at the other end. And I think it was, but only after 100. But watching him play classic test shots was like the old classic route, which we just all admire.
Yeah. The other interesting innings was for the last wicket partnership for West Indies. I don't know if you guys caught up. Joshua De Silva and Samar Joseph. I so enjoyed that brief moment. I mean, baseball, as you call it, was or is always the bowlers, your fast bowlers coming down at number 9, number 10, giving a big whack at the bowlers. You score 30 runs or you get out for the third ball. Either ways, it's fun to watch. And this was great innings.
I kind of felt bad for the keeper, Joshua De Silva.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, he was nearly there. Could have gotten his 100. Could have gotten his 100. First in England. Would have been so good.
The ball before Samara Joseph got out. So De Silva was at the non-striker. Samara was taking the guard. He clears the wicket, tries to whack, misses it completely. And and Joshua was like, come to me, I'm going to talk to you. And he had all this fun expressions saying, dude, what are you doing? I just told you. And like the next ball listens to some, listens to this guy and then tries to play a bit to the leg side. Top edge goes on the top, catches it, and then and Joshua sits down with his head on his hand, like, what have you done?
But the one player who I really want to bat really long, and I love watching, is Jason Holder. Like, I still remember him hitting those massive double hundies back in the day. Like, I don't know what's happened to that guy. Just bat slower if you need to.
He was, in the second innings when the wickets were losing on one end, he never held back. He sort of knew that, I'll lose this game, but I'll play my good old classic game. So he was whacking Bashar or essentially every bowler
Every ball, yeah.
right on top of the head. And these are not slogs, right? These are straight hits down the ground and a few long ones as well.
Those were some gorgeous hits. I was like, he's just hitting it so cleanly down the ground.
It's because
Yeah.
he's got them long levers, yeah. He's so
Yeah.
long. Just
It
hits
looked
it for
beautiful.
six.
And I like the way he was taking on Bashar. Both of
Yeah.
them were tall blokes. And it's like, you hit me, I bowl, you hit, I bowl, and eventually gets his wicket.
But to be honest, I think like losing wickets to Bashir in England, it's pretty criminal. I know the ball was turning a little bit, but like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, you
Like,
can't,
just be patient. Just play him out. Just play him
Yeah.
out.
and
Just
But
play him out.
he did well, as in five wickets for 41 runs in 11.11. But again, that's as you just said, right? Just play him out. You could have tapped him around for more runs and not probably get 5 wickets. Yeah.
it wasn't an extraordinary bowling. It was
Yeah, it was just line and length.
9 and then, yeah.
Like it was consistent line and length, yes. But like he's literally in the team to give the fast bowlers a break when they get tired. And your supplement bowler is getting you 5 wickets.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And that too from
Yeah.
a very good position, right? It was not that
Mm.
West Indies were losing wickets all along. For about 60 odd runs, they did not lose a wicket. And
Yeah.
from
First wicket on 61, and
yeah,
then second one at 66. Then it was just dropping like flies.
yeah, between 60 and 80, they lose like for about 20 odd runs, they lose about 5 wickets.
Yeah.
Which is pretty bad. And again, this is what I was saying, it's not extraordinary bowling, it's poor batting, bad
It's poor batting.
especially when they've scored 400 odd in the first innings.
It's like the old Indian team with the Sachin, right? One drops, they're like, oh, one after another, one after another. But again, it shows that it's doable. I think one dropped or second got out, then they would have lost some confidence. But I don't know what happened, but they just dropped like flies after that. But again, to come to England, give it back to them, Joseph and Holding did quite well, is again, there's some positives.
There is
to it.
The other good bowler that I was enjoying seeing him bowl was from West Indies, Jaden Seals.
Yeah. He was so good.
Poor guy comes in first ball, edge dropped. Comes in,
that's right.
Dropped, and this is oh gosh, I have to do it all by myself. Comes in third ball on the wicket, so like finally I get my own wicket. He should have got 3 back, or he's got 3 back wickets, but
they were all bold. They were all bold because he's like, I don't trust the catching. It just I have to do it myself. I'll just be bold.
But I think their pace bowling looks really good with Seals and Joseph. They both look so good. Like I think if they can stick around for a while, I reckon their bowling lineup's gonna like hold steady with all of the big boys around.
I think all these boys should probably bulk up a bit, and then you got good old West Indies pace bowlers. Ambrose, Walsh sort of thing. These are all tall, but they're quite lean for.
But the thing is, no. But the thing is, they only look lean on TV. Like I've seen Jason Holder in person. He's massive.
Oh, wow.
He is massive. Like you can't believe how big he is. Like I know on TV he looks skinny. Like even Stuart Broad. Like when you look at him on TV, he looks like a skinny tall guy, right? I saw him in person. Oh my gosh, he is massive. Like
wait, as in terms of like
he's got muscle. Yeah. His frame's pretty big. He's really tall. I was just like, oh my gosh, I did not think this guy was this big. He was massive. Oh my god. But thoughts on Duckett? 2 back-to-back quick innings of 70s.
It's pretty good. I mean, that's essentially what his batting style, right? I think there were comments of India learning from Duckett, and then RohitSharma saying, these guys haven't seen Rishabh Pant. I mean, pretty good way, for an opener, and this is that good old Sehwag style of opening the innings, right? Just go bang, 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 disrupt the confidence, and And also, he's negotiating the swing, right? Hit the ball to the boundary quickly for 4 or 5 shots, and the ball would stop swinging.
Yeah.
Red ball.
He still looks very awkward. Like I still don't understand how they haven't found a flaw in his technique. Like I don't think they bowl enough short balls to him. Like they don't really test him, and I think anything that's full, he's able to just like drive through the ball. But maybe like test him a little bit with some short balls, y'all.
I think this is the thing that with the explosive batting, right? They by default the bowlers go on the back foot and say, all right, we should not bowl, should not try too much. Let's stick to this one known weakness or one known game plan against him, because anything else is just gonna go berserk and hit you out for a boundary. Yeah.
Thoughts on another big boy, Harry Brook, got a century in the second innings.
I watched that highlights.
Yeah.
Played so well. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
He was a perfect compliment to Joe Root.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
That's so true.
Nice and relaxed and smooth cover drives and bam, 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 big hits, big shots coming from.
The crazy thing for me was Harry Brook came in after Joe Root. Joe Root was on 54 when he got his 100.
Joe Root took forever to get his 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what.
It was so good.
Yeah,
but it worked out, the balance that you were talking about before, right? It allowed Harry Brook to be like, okay, we've steadied the ship, and oh man, some of the shots he creamed really well. So yeah, hats off.
But all in all, this test had a few crazy numbers, right? You had 4 centuries, 3
that's right.
innings, 1 fifer, and all 20 wickets fell. I mean, what else would you want from a test game, right? It did go into the last day as well.
Not it finished in 4 days.
Yeah, 4th day.
Yeah. Because I was watching it, and they said like the commentators were talking about, like, 5th day is a free day, you can book your tickets, and then the game like finished very quickly.
Like that's the downside of this. Like I don't understand why West Indies were in such a hurry. Like they could have taken their time. They had so much time to get the runs, and the pitch didn't seem that bad either.
They could have kept it simple, right? After that first wicket, they, as Chai said, right, they lost 5 wickets in about span of 10 runs.
Yeah.
From the first one.
Those after the first one, the next 4 wickets were good line and length bowling from the.
There was some really good bowling. Yeah.
Sort of you miss, I hit sort of thing.
If we just negate it, like it's just straight balls.
I think that's
some of them were really peach of a ball. Like
West Indies under pressure, say, let's try and negotiate, or let's go and attack it, and then caught in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna hold off giving kudos to Bashir until the end of the series. If he can give me another fifer, I'll believe in him.
When you told that Bashir, they got a fifer, and I'm like, Bashir, is this the same dude that sort of his tour was cut short in the middle when he toured India, and then I had to basically go Google him up, and then it's the same dude. But not. There was nothing spectacular in his bowling. Yes, maintaining the line and is good.
Consistency
is good. But the ball was not doing ridiculous turns, etc., to give 5 wickets to him.
So for Bashir, we give him 2 thumbs up for discipline at bowling at particular points. That's it. Just good job. Hey, look at that. You got some celebrations. Got some celebrations, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of celebrations, do you think India will have a double whammy of celebrations with Asia Cup with women's?
They've started pretty well, 2 for 2. They started very well.
Yeah.
And the game last night was pretty good. I don't know if you guys watched it, but they were running at 10 per over for up until 15 odd overs, and then slowly dipped down the 10 benchmark. And then I don't know what got into these players in the last 2 overs. Took them for a ride. Pretty good and pretty big wins as well. Their run rate at this point is over 3, and it's got one game remaining. It's essentially, they could chill, relax, swap the teams around.
Yeah.
And despite all that, they'll still make it to the next round.
They will. They will. I watched a bit of the Pakistan highlights. Yeah, again, it was a good game, but yeah, it just showed that we're still very strong. The Indian,
Yeah, but I don't think Pakistan women's team is as strong anyway as
No.
their men's team. Like
No,
I don't think
yeah,
the efforts go in as much, at least. But my gosh, that girl, Richa Ghosh,
Oh, wow.
5 back-to-back fours to finish. And they were all classic cover drive, like all along the ground. Oh, she was so good. She was so good.
She had I mean, all her the entire innings of hers was at almost 200 strike rate, and had a pretty good run all along. Right, she was complementing Harmeet Kaur pretty well. Harmeet, she was approaching her half century, so she's sort of slowed down. But this girl on the other end just kept the the run rate at that benchmark. Some of the cover drives, some of the cut shots was so nice to watch.
It was all along the ground, like all along the carpet. That was the crazy part for me.
And the one that was hit goes out of the boundary.
Yeah.
Person.
Oh yeah. And I kind of felt Jemima gave her wicket away so that Richa could come in. Because I think she could have ridden the wave a little bit more and taken some more time. And once she settled, she could have attacked. But she's like, look, there's so much firepower after me. Why should I stop? And that sort of selfless batting got Richa Ghosh in. And I think Richa Ghosh also got the captain run out. So she was like,
I
need to make the
pay
most.
back for this one. So she went ahead and scored the final 5 boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
But all in all, the first game was a great effort from the bowlers, getting Pakistan around that 100 mark. And the second game was where the batters showed their sheer power. Talking about the other team that they were playing against, UAE, have you noticed?
Sorry, are you saying UAE or are you saying India? India seven in India C.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. For a moment, when I was looking at, or even you could hear the audio from stump mics coming out.
Yeah, they're all Tamil.
Saying, just ball here, ball there. I'm like, oh, where are these? Who's talking about this? And I looked up, and like pretty much, 60% or 70% of the score is Indian, or 100%.
I think all of it's Indian, yeah.
Yeah, there's a mix of Sri Lanka and
right.
Oh, okay.
Essentially South Asian squad. and I was confused because the names did not go with the countries they're representing mainly.
So funny. Like whoever couldn't make it into the India squad, they're like, let's go UAE, we'll make it there. It's all good.
Is that the same thing for I think where was I reading? I think it's a Canadian female squad or something. And it's pretty much it's just a Southeast Asian. It's just
that's even their men's team, right? It's very similar.
Yeah, correct. But hats off to Oza, 38 of 36, and I think what again? I'm gonna butcher the name. Kavisha is, and Kavisha got Cricketinfo's MVP. I was like, okay, that's pretty good, but pretty good strike rate. They played well.
Yeah, I think they started pretty slow straight away. I watched the first 4 to 5 overs, and the run rate was hovering around that 1, 2, or 3. So they were on back foot straight away, lost quite a few quick wickets. So there was at no point they were gonna hold up a competition against India.
Because in the power play they did 31 runs and 2 wickets.
Yeah.
Which is slow. which is
well, not good while you're chasing 200.
Yeah, correct.
I was happy to see that they survived the whole 20 overs of the game rather than buckling up for under 20 overs.
Yeah.
And so the other group, have you guys checked out the other group? Thailand, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Malaysia, and it's pretty wide open. I don't think any one of us follow women's cricket much, but
Whoa.
Oh. Hey, Thailand's first. They're winning on
I
that,
think
mate.
they beat Malaysia, I'm pretty sure. So I'm assuming it'll be Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, surely. They'll
I
qualify.
mean, my initial takes looking at the table was India, Pakistan from Group A, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh from Group B. But Bangladesh lost to Sri Lanka, so which is one of those key decider games in that group.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka hopefully is going to finish up on top, which means India is going to play hopefully Bangladesh in semis.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully, I think it's pretty confirmed. It's pretty.
No,
Look at the game that's happening now. Sri Lanka made 184. They're playing against Malaysia. Malaysia is 40 for 9.
No, but if we're going for hopefully, I'm hoping Thailand. India plays Thailand.
That'd be sick.
Hey, you just need one good day or one good win to make it to the next round, right? Well, they played whom? They played Malaysia previously, and I think they just need one decent game either against Sri Lanka or Bangladesh to basically open up that group.
Or imagine if all of Bangladesh games just like get rained out.
Oh well, it is Sri Lanka at this time, so hopefully, monsoons just.
I actually have a feeling the Sri Lankan team's gonna be a strong team. Like 40 for 9, Joyce.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Malaysia need 143 runs in 3 balls.
In 3 balls. I'm assuming they can't get there, but we never know.
Well, based on the weather, or could be this factor.
Well,
a no ball hits.
Somehow they still have the win probability of 0.01%. So there is a possibility.
So that's what I'm saying, Raj. A no ball hits the helmet, goes for 6. But
how many times? How many times?
But I think we spoke about this when around India South Africa women's series as well. That most of the games or all the games are. They don't travel much.
Yeah.
Even this game, this series, all the games are happening on the same stadium, so there is essentially no travel involved across 8 teams, which is nice. And kudos to the groundsmen who are there are games every single day, and there are 2 games a day as well. Wow. So imagine the number of pitches and the amount of maintenance that goes into.
Oh my god. That should be a test case, right? To play two games on one pitch, because you've got Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Seoul, Dambulla, and you've got Bangladesh and Thailand in about 2 hours, just over 2 hours.
I'm assuming it's going to be the same pitch.
Oh man, Bangladesh, Thailand. That'll be a game to watch.
Yeah.
Let's go Thailand. Let's go Thailand.
Let's go Thai girls. We are all rooting for you today.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that we're not saying against anything, but competitive teams. But it'd be nice to have Thailand.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
All out. Malaysia's done.
Yeah, Malaysia's done. I just saw that.
Come on.
Well, it was fun.
Come on, la.
So cricket for was wrong. That 0.01%. No, but well done, Sri Lanka. Like they're qualified, right? They've qualified, so they've cemented that.
All right. Speaking of Sri Lanka, boys,
into the big one.
Boys team. The boys
men's team.
Sky.
It's out. It's announced.
Sky is leading the team.
Yeah. We started the T20.
Yes, let's go with T20 first.
I'm looking at the sky.
Yeah.
So I'm totally.
Wait, and who's vice? Sorry, Sky is. It's got to be Gill, right? Gill's got to be.
Gill. Yeah.
I'm totally confused on the future captaincy roadmap.
Wait, can we go through the team first, and then we'll discuss who the squad is?
So Sky, Gill's your vice captain, Jaiswal, Rishabh Pant, Rayan Parag, Sanju Samson, Rinku Singh. These are all your top order batsmen keepers.
And a bit of all-rounders,
Shivam Dubey, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, and Washington Sundar made it.
Sundar made it. Thank God for that guy.
He was man of the series. How can he not make it?
Yeah. We've all been rooting.
We were all rooting for you, Sundar. Yeah, we're all rooting for you.
And bowlers, Khalil Ahmed, Arshdeep Singh, Siraj, and Ravi Bishnoi. Right, so going back to my point, captaincy roadmap. You had Hardik Pandya leading the team in T20s until they announced that Rohit's going to lead the team in the T20 World Cup.
Yep.
Then, rightly so, Pandya's subbed into your vice captain role. And now, after a successful campaign, pretty good tournament, we've got Sky leading the team and Gill vice captain.
Yeah.
What's the thinking behind that? I'm a bit.
Well, they said fitness because he played almost like half the games.
Yeah.
And they want the captain to play every single game. And that's partly one of the reasons why you usually see batters as captains in the teams.
Yeah.
As bowlers prone to get more injured. And Pandya, to be honest, has been more prone to getting injured again and again.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that decision.
I'm not. But yeah, it opens up new world for Sky.
Yeah.
He's dropped from ODIs, which we'll get to it. But at least from a T20s, he at least is a sure shot ticket or is part of
T20.
Yeah. Or I think the next campaign is 26 T20 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
That's a 2-year roadmap. He's, I think, your next person to lead, followed by Gill. We've seen Gill do a decent job in the Zimbabwe series.
Just a decent job. Just a decent job. That's all it is.
Yeah. See, for me, one of the biggest things from this series, from that Zimbabwe series and Gill's captaincy is he's rotated everyone. He's experimented with everyone.
Yeah.
Himself and his position.
That's my problem.
He was the only guy stuck at that opening for all 5 games and hasn't rotated anything. Hasn't tried anything different.
And was the least successful out of the lot.
So a bit of a bit selfish move in a way.
Well, not selfish, because maybe he was told from the management that, hey, we're looking at you as the permanent position on as an opener, so you stick to it. But I just think, like, from the
optics don't look great. Optics don't look great. If you're gonna be captain,
Abhishek Sharma got 100 off 40 something balls
and dropped.
He was dropped down to I think 4th in the next game. Ruturaj Gaikwad scored 70 something, not in the team.
Yeah.
Gill scored like a runner ball 50, I think, in one of the games, or like just over runner ball. And he's your vice captain, so I think the clear indication is he's going to be your long-term player, and let's groom him.
Yeah. So with the combination that we have, it's got more or less going to be Gill and Jaiswal opening the innings.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon is going to come down at that first? Who's going to come next?
One down, it'll be Pant, right? Pant or Sanju. One or the other.
Then Sky picks up the next 4.
Mm.
All right. We'll probably pause.
5 Rinku,
Rinku,
maybe a little bit lower, right? Rinku.
Yeah.
Be Rian and then Rinku.
Rian, Rinku. So that's your.
Okay. You said
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then all rounders. Dubey,
Axar. I was gonna say
Axar and Sundar.
Yeah. No, we can't have all of them. We can't have all of them in the team. So it'll be one off Axar and Washi.
Yeah.
And we'll have Shivam and Pandya both in the team. And so we've got 2 more players to go. So we'll get
Raj with all the celebrations today.
sorry, we can't even do
7, 8,
Dubey and Pandya.
9.
Yeah. So we can either have Dubey or Rinku Singh in the squad, and we'll go for Pandu, Khalil, Pandu, Siraj, Arshdeep, Bishnoi.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
One of questions that I had with the selection is Khalil Ahmed's inclusion. He did not have a great tour. This is what surprised me the most, right? He was our traveling reserve for the T20 World Cup. So one would have expected a lot more fireworks from him in the Zimbabwe series.
Yeah.
I think Mukesh did far better than Khalil, but you really don't know what's in the.
But I think they did say that they've got a few injuries. Maybe Mukesh is injured.
Maybe.
Mukesh injured? I haven't heard anything.
But yeah, Khalil, I was a bit disappointed with Khalil's selection over Mukesh, especially when, the very recent performance did show that Khalil did not have his mojo, if he's had any during IPL. Bishnoi over Kuldeep was another interesting one.
Yeah, yeah.
Kuldeep had a pretty good series.
But surely they didn't drop him, right? It was more of just like give him some rest and let's try a fresh.
So this is again.
Kuldeep's in the ODI, not T20.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe.
So it's a thing about GG having, right?
Yeah, GG's 33. 11 players into 3 formats.
Is that what? Sorry, is that so? That's only one spinner with Aksa being the other one.
No, and Washi.
And Washi, okay,
Yeah.
and Washi.
Yeah. But
like prime spinners is Bishnoi and Aksa. But
come on, Washi's also a prime spinner.
Washi.
He's a bowling all-rounder, ball.
We've for him all along in the Zimbabwe series.
Oh, you're man of the series, sir.
Yeah.
You just had your hands up saying you support him.
I know. I support him.
I think Wash is pretty good. I think his batting's been a bit. He did not get a lot more opportunities, and he could not survive much. So definitely a good spinner to have in the squad. And any additional runs he'll get off bat is going to be a bonus.
Yeah.
So,
But and I think in the press conference they did ask him about how Pandya's in the T20 squad and not in the ODI squad, and they just said it's a very small tour, so they want to try as many people as possible, and that's why they've sort of kept him just on. I mean, I don't know how much of an answer that is, but that was something that they said. So that's why they've divvied up players. It's not like this guy's only going to play in this format and this guy's only going to play in this format. Yeah.
Do you look at the ODI squad?
Yeah, should we quickly glance at the ODI and then
let's go into ODIs. Our big boys, Rohit is back in the driver's seat. We've got ViratKohli, Rishabh Pant, and Shubman Gill, which are your by default selections. Come back by.
Wait, sorry.
No, but
KLrahul, not your default?
No, I was gonna say these are default from the existing pictures that we saw last few months.
I don't think Pant and KLrahul play in the same squad though.
Now we've got KLrahul and Shreyas coming back into the squad. Both of them are back.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, you mean from the T20 squad? Sure.
Now this is the interesting bit. KL is selected as a wicketkeeper batsman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got Pant, who's your full-time wicketkeeper batsman as well. So it's going to be an interesting thing there. And we've still stuck with Rayan Parag in the ODS as well. So that's a big push coming in for him in the squads. And again, this is where I think a lot of us, we've been chatting around Ruturaj Gaikwad compared to Rayan Parag.
I think Rutu will come in exactly when RohitSharma retires. So if that happens in 2027, if that happens after Champions Trophy.
I was gonna say that because if both of them are fit, they're still in contentions for 27 World Cup. But
they said it.
Both of them are still front and center or part of the core skeleton team for next 3-4 years.
Yeah. He made it clear in the press conference too that if they want, they can play till 2027. So.
Okay.
If the coach is ready, who are we?
True.
See, I'm gonna be sad when they say he's not gonna play, or when either one of them come up and say, "I want to see all."
I think it all depends on how Champions Trophy goes. I think if they get the Champions Trophy, I reckon they might exit on a high.
I don't think so.
No.
Nah. We'll wait and watch. Time's gonna tell.
But tell us your prediction, sir. Can't cop out.
No, they're gonna hang back. They're gonna hang around. They might drop down on other formats.
Tests?
And stick to test.
Yeah.
No way.
25. So what I feel is the 25 WTC is where Rohit's going to hang his shoes for
Test matches?
tests, and he's just going to focus in a pure one-day player only. Virat, we all know how crazy fit he is. He might give it a go for a year or so. But I think, yeah, all of them would just hang back into the one-day.
To be honest, that's my trouble with Rohit. The moment I reckon if he plays less cricket, there'll be more of Rohit.
More of Rohit, more sixes, right? You remember
more sixes, that's right. Yeah.
How skinny he was at the start and how he is, and the number of sixes he's been hitting. So I'm all good.
To be honest, good for his 264 came when he was skinny, so I'll take that.
Well, for which he needs to run out certain Virat Kohli.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't mind either.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
In this squad, who are your backup openers outside of RohitSharma and Gill?
You're gonna throw. You could in the KL is your routine.
Yeah, but no, he's gone down to the middle order now, right? He's your middle order batter now. He's not your.
He can open, but you said who can open
in ODIs.
Oh man,
you'll be surprised.
Don't make him open in ODIs, please. It's a longer format.
Yeah, this is a one-down player is always an opener, right? You've seen so many instances where the opener gets out sometimes in the very first ball of the innings. So essentially, you're now an opener.
But even then, we don't have a specialist opener outside of Gill and RohitSharma in this. Given klrahul now is a middle order batter, and that's the same complaint I have actually with our T20 squad. There is no backup opener in this outside of Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal.
What about? Is there no?
That's so good.
There's no klrahul either in this one for you to be like, hey.
I think again, see, because it's a neighboring nation, if someone
just have someone
shipped over in a heartbeat's time.
So they've got Dubey, Sundar, so we said Bragg, Patel still there, which is good. Keepers we said Pant and Rahul, which makes sense. Here we were saying Yadav is on the ODI squad. We've got Siraj, Arshdeep, Khalil again, and Harshit Rana.
Harshit Rana, to give him
a lot of rest for Bumrah.
well, he's earned that rest.
He's earned the rest.
Yeah. I think after this is a Bangladesh. Maybe he's just gonna come back, warm up with a few wickets.
Is there a test match with Bangladesh?
2 tests with Bangladesh.
Oh, I reckon that's probably why, because he's gonna definitely I think test matches we're not gonna mess around. We'll have full strength.
Because we are building into the World Test Championship.
Yeah, exactly. Every match counts.
We want to
every match counts.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
So I think from all-rounders, which we've briefly touched, Dubey, Aksar, and Sundar is relatively good. And I think this is where they might shuffle Sundar with Hardik for your bigger Champions Trophy games. In the openers area, I feel they're gonna drop Rian Parag and bring Jaiswal in from your championship.
T20 squad.
Sorry, Champions Trophy perspective. Or else that's pretty much your top order, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I think Jaiswal in is probably that missing puzzle of backup openers. You have a right-hand, left-hand combos, whatever you want to throw into the mix. Got keepers, pretty much decent. Going into the bowlers, again, Khalil Ahmed's got another run. Harshit Rana has got a run. And you got your regular Siraj, Arshdeep, and Kuldeep. And to me, they're going to swap Khalil Ahmed and Harshit Rana with Bumrah and Shami.
Yeah, he's fit. He's bowling already.
He's bowling. He's fit. Maybe Shami's trial is going to be the Bangladesh test.
Yeah, no, they said already. Yeah. They want him to be in the tests.
Yeah.
Is Bangladesh having in September? Yeah, it would be about September, right?
Yeah. Late August, early September.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question. I probably know the answer for this. But where's Chahal?
Where's Chahal? Chahal's done well. He's cooked.
Yeah, Chahal's the touring
I haven't seen him anywhere. Yeah.
or videographer. The man that
Oh, that's right. The media content. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's been that token. He's played in quite a few of these tournaments just as a touring player. That's it. I think
It's so funny. Because a couple of years ago, this exact same thing happened to Kuldeep. Kuldeep was the guy who'd follow everywhere, and Chahal gets to play. And now it's the opposite, where Kuldeep gets to play, and Chahal's the follower.
It also comes down to the mix of spinners that you've got,
Yeah.
right? Because this guy is bowling into your left-hand leg spin, and you've got to complement.
This guy literally reinvented himself. Like,
yeah, correct.
His average pace was about 75 kilometers an hour. He went back, worked on it, and he came back with variations of 75, 85, and 95.
And 95.
With accuracy.
And
which is huge. That's a huge transformation, right? To reinvent. Yeah.
Kuldeep, when he was at his prime, he got a lot of assistance or guidance from Dhoni from behind the stumps, as essentially, ball here, do this, toss it up or slow it down, etc. Then when Dhoni left the arena, Kuldeep's like, oh my God, I have to do all of this by myself. And that's when he got out of the game. He was dropped and he reinvented. It's a pretty good comeback story as well. Because it's hard once selectors drop you, and for you to pass and get back into, especially World Cups or being a prime spinner when it was time for spinning wickets.
For this Kuldeep, you get a thumbs up. Good job in reinventing yourself. and Raj's fireworks. And Raj's fireworks.
One other guy I'm really looking forward to is Shreyas Iyer. I really want him to do really well. And hopefully he has his head on right and stays with the team.
Yeah.
It's been a while, right? When was the last time you played? It's been
last time he decided to stay with the team.
Sorry, I wrote the wrong. Yeah.
I think he must have learned his lesson by now and hopefully not commit the same crime
no,
again.
He actually did go to Ranji and play the games when he got told off. So I think he's done, because the one guy who didn't, he's not in the squads.
Yeah. And if you know the name, comment it. Comment. Cool. Randeep, do you know the name?
No, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have to read these comments. Be like, oh wait, who is it? I'll read the comments.
Please educate our best friend Randeep.
It looks like Randeep just got dropped from the third slip to gully.
He's back to gully. He's back to gully. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I think that is a wrap for this episode. Thanks everyone for listening us rant, give our view at the team selections and everything that has happened. Like always, like, share, and subscribe, and watch our past videos, watch our reels, watch our shorts, everything.
Share.
And
subscribe.
And comment who's the person who once got dropped and did not come back.
Because this guy really doesn't know. It's not even a joke.
Good, guys.
See you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.